paused is a gift. Okay, I'm back. So, the last video, I'm excited because as we go through the videos, you'll start to see your way through the yucky mucky stuff that you've created along the way. You'll start to sift through all the dirt and you'll get there. You'll start to see the truth in all of it. So, we were talking in the previous one about the adult that hurt you. And now, I really want to hone in on this one for this video because this is such an important message for you today. What I want you to understand is that the adult, let's stay with an adult. Let's say it's your mum or your dad, an uncle, an aunt, whoever was a grandparent, whoever was in your life that hurt you. I want you to zone in on just the one. Just pick one for today. Maybe you had 2 or 3 or several, but just pick one. Maybe the one that caused you the most pain out of all of them. And then I want you to think of the following. When a person hurts another person, it is because they are already in pain. Now, the problem with this is that a lot of adults, depending on the pain, will not tell you the truth of what they've been through. Now, the truth behind that is they will lie about their past because they're too ashamed of what they've been through. Okay, they feel too much shame that if you knew this about them, you would probably ban them from your life altogether. A lot of people go that way. They don't want to even share what they've been through. So they'll create this whole different past so that you'll accept them. Others won't even talk about their past, depending on how painful that past may be. But a person that has a heart full of love for other people and full of kindness and that feels good about who they are, they cannot hurt another human being. And so I want you to really think about this in your life. This person that's hurt you. Now, you may be waiting. This is a catch-22. You may be waiting your whole life for this person to say they're sorry for what they did. But there's one thing I've also discovered from the past of my parents. Many times, what's happened has happened to them. And then before, this has been going on for generations, Okay, example. My dad, as a child, grew up on a farm, and it was a very poor background. Very, very, they had very little to eat, very little in terms of clothing. So in the winter, they were very, very cold. But what was the same throughout all the generations for them was that they all had to start working from very, very young. As soon as they could, they were set out to work. And when they did something that was wrong, they were beaten very severely, because my mum used to talk about Dad and my dad. They used to tell me these stories about they were beaten so badly that sometimes they had to spend a day or 2 in bed. They could not get up because their body ached so badly. They were covered in bruises. Now, at the time, this was common. This is how it was done, because that was the only way to raise your child to be a good human being, one that was going to follow the rules, one that was going to fit into society. And so, and my granddad used to beat my dad really badly. And when they asked him, he said, well, none of my children are criminals. None of them are thieves or worse, murderers or whatever else you could be out there. But he said because he said that it was because of these beatings. And they were raised the same way, and before that. So it had been generations and generations of these really severe beatings. And I say this because there's many other patterns in people's lives. When children are sexually abused, we forget that the person that's committing the abuse was abused before that, and then before that. So this is a pattern that's been passed down through the generations. So what I want to put to you today is that once you can understand that, that a person that's in pain or has hurt you is because of the pain that they carry inside of them, you know, then you can start to forgive. You can forgive the action that they've, you know, the one where they've caused you all this pain, because once you can understand that they were in pain, you know, then you can start to understand that it was never about you. They just didn't know a better way. They didn't know another way. This is all they've known, you know. So I want to touch more on this in the next video, because this is really, really important. When you get it, you'll understand that you don't need them to say sorry to you. You can let it go in your heart, and then you can move on to you, to accepting who you are, who you were meant to be, but you're just too scared to come out. All right, so remember to click like and subscribe for more videos so you don't miss any of the important messages, and please feel free to share, because you never know whose life you might touch by sharing one of these videos, and it might be exactly the message they need for that day. All right, thank you, my lovelies. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.